Oh, hi guys, it's ChelsTalks. Girl Chow, and I'm here to...
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Sorry.
To the people I...
YouTube is your best friend.
It was always like
learning never stops.
Nah.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Chel, and today I'm here with...
Isat. Hey guys.
Introduce yourself.
So my name is Isat and I'm a singer, songwriter, performer, do a bit of production and performing artist in general.
How old are you?
I am 22
and
I'm a big woman.
And who is your biggest influence?
To be honest, I can't really name one person, but I would say there's so many different female artists who have inspired me. Artists like Tiwa Savage, she's an Afrobeats artist. She's like my mother. My mother that doesn't know about me yet. And obviously Beyonce, I know it sounds generic, but like Beyonce, obviously her stage presence and everything is just amazing. And just so many other female artists that I really look up to that have really inspired me. So yeah.
So let's start by saying, how did you get into music?
Well, the way I got into music was actually can't speak by singing in church. I started singing in church. My auntie had a church and I was living with my aunt, and that's how I just got into it. I was never really the one that was eager to go sing, but like I was always like shy, and then one day I had to, and then that's how I kind of started.
So your auntie kind of brought that out of you through church? She
did, thank you.
What is like a typical day for you?
Typical day for me is work, music, work, friends, work, music, work.
So would you touch on how many jobs you might be having to like feed your independent artist?
I am currently studying anyways, but I have two jobs. I have two jobs aside from being an artist, and it can really get like really tough because like by the time you're done working, like all you want to do is sleep, all you want to do is go to bed and rest, and then at the same time you have like music, which is what I actually want to do, but then like you don't have time to do music because you're constantly at work and everything, so it's just crazy.
Would you say that you literally have like no free time?
No free time. My free time is when I'm doing music, because like for me, even though it's work, but because I love doing it, so it doesn't feel like work. So like I would say my free time is music when I'm doing
because that's what you're passionate about.
Exactly. So yeah, that's the only time that I have.
I feel like life as an independent artist, it can be like underestimated, so I really wanted to touch home on the fact that you want to do this as a career, music, but you have to have a job to feed that.
It is really hard. Because a lot of people, the perception is that people who go into music, they're just doing it because they don't want to study or they don't want to go for a real job, but like it's not easy. It's not just going and singing, or it's not just going around playing an instrument. Like there's so much behind it. There's so much work that goes into it, and then when people underestimate it, it's really unfortunate for us artists to see that. And I just want people to know that we're not doing music because we don't want to go to school. We're doing it because we actually love it, and it's an actual job that you can feed if you do it well. That can feed your family.
Yeah, it's what you want.
Exactly. It's just
like you shouldn't need to
explain. Like
you don't need to explain that.
Yeah, like does a medical doctor go and be like, I want to be a doctor because no one goes and asks you that. So like, why would someone ask me why I want to do music when like
you don't need to be questioned on it?
Yes.
Silence. So along your journey and along the way, have you picked up like a specific skill or a mindset that's really helped you in terms of like exceeding?
So let me start from the skills. I've learned a lot from the people around me, from my friends. Big up Aaron Anderson, Miriam Sweetbot, Jimmy Music, K.Ace. Big up to you guys, and so many other people. I've named a couple of names, but there are so many other people that have really influenced me and helped me to learn and pushed me actually to learn and become a better person, individual, and a better artist itself. Like I've learned before I started doing this music, because I moved to England 3 years ago. I used to live in Holland. So like I moved
Didn't know that.
I moved to England 3 years ago, and then I learned production from uni and from people around me, even going to Hoxton Hall in Hoxton. And it's just, and the mindset as well, my mindset has changed so much, because I used to always just think and depend on other people, kind of like to get things done for me. But then now I'm like, I had to grow up and be like, this is me, like this is my journey. Like do you feel like with that you just had to go out and learn the skills that you need to be able to actually make music? So you definitely have to want to do it. Like because you have to learn everything. You have to learn everything on your own because you want to do it. Because if you don't love doing music, I wouldn't advise you doing music, because it's not as easy as I said earlier, that as people make it seem. So it's just need to go out there, learn your skills, learn as much as you can, and grow. And that's one thing that I've learned from so many people around me, my friends especially. Like, it's just, I can't even, it's just
Is there like a specific mindset that you think helps you?
Fight. Keep on going. Like, you have to keep on fighting, because there's so many people who are going to doubt you, who are going to underestimate you. If you don't trust or believe in yourself, you're not going to do it. You're not going to
self-love.
You have to love yourself. Keep on pushing, keep on going. Even if there's just one person who comes to your shows, just keep on going, because you never know who that person might know.
Yeah, it's so true.
Because it's all about connections at the end of the day. It's all about who knows who. Even though you can have there's so many amazing artists out there that I'm thinking, oh my gosh, how are you not bigger than this? But it's just the connections, like who you know. And like, and one thing I would love to say for anyone that is interested in doing music or that is doing music, just be humble. That's one thing, because humbleness will get you very far. Being humble.
Be humble.
Be humble.
So along your journey, has there been one specific thing or one moment or anything that has stuck out to you that you love the most? Like, what's been the best part?
The best part is meeting and collaborating and working with so many talented people. Like, it's just it really opens your eyes, and you really, because as musicians you don't walk around outside and see a lot of musicians all the time. So when you're like in an environment where there's so many different people who have the same passion, who love doing the same thing with you, it's just beautiful, and it's really encouraging and motivating, and it's just like a whole different world. Like, it's just beautiful. It's just,
And unfortunately, on the flip side, what has been the toughest experience that you've had, and what have you learned from that?
The toughest experience that I've had is for myself personally, that as I mentioned earlier, that I had to learn to get things done myself. Because in the household I grew up in, everything kind of was done for me. So now I had to like grow up. Ever since I moved to England, to London, I had to grow up and like start doing things for myself and start improving. And it was really hard, because sometimes if you depend too much on people, like, they can let you down. So now I've gotten to the mindset that, you know what, no one owes me anything, but I don't owe anyone anything as well. And
it's kind of like this selfless, selfish.
But like, you have to like find a balance in between the two, and know that there are people who genuinely care about you and want to see you grow and want to see you succeed, and there are people who don't. So you have to like find a balance in between that, and know that some people are just work and some people are friends, basically.
Okay. So do you feel like education played a part in your decision in becoming an independent artist?
Education, do I feel like education played a part in becoming an independent artist? That's a question. I feel like it did. Because now I'm studying music, so it is teaching me a lot about like the business side of music, and teaching me, even though it's hard, but it's really helping me as well to know that, okay, this and this is what it requires, and all of the things that you normally wouldn't see on the surface. Because as I said, people just see the outcome, they don't see the things, the work that goes behind it. So education has really helped me in making the right decisions and being an independent artist, and helped me, and it's still helping me at the moment because I'm still studying.
So it's teaching you the skills that you need to just be you.
Yeah. Basically it is, but real like education, but at the end of the day, I feel like just the experience itself, like going out and meeting people and performing and all of that is really what is helping me a lot as well.
Yeah.
So aside from the education, like just practical, just going out there and doing it.
So there's two sides for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And do you feel like is there any courses that you know of that you would recommend to someone who wants to be an independent artist?
I'm currently studying at ICMP, creative musicianship, and that has really helped me because it's an all-round course for like you can literally tap into production, songwriting, performance, and just music business. And that was something that I really wanted to learn about, like just know about it more, because a lot of artists go out there and they don't really know about the business sides, and that's why they get duped or people steal and all of that.
Yeah.
So like this course has really helped me. And I studied also before that, I studied at UEL, University of East London. That was also a performance course, and that really taught me a lot as well, and made me know a lot of new people and networking and everything, networking opportunities. And before that I studied at I don't remember the school's name, so let's just continue. Next question.
What are the names of the courses that you're taking?
So this one is creative musicianship, and the other one was music performance, I believe.
Yeah.
Like that, and production. So something like that. Those are the two courses.
And the other one that you forgot the school name?
Oh, what was it? Access to music. Access to music. Performing. Music performance and production as well. So
okay.
Yeah.
And do you know of any like resources that people can use to educate themselves a bit more?
YouTube is your best friend.
Oh, hi guys, it's ChelsTalks.
YouTube is your best friend if you want to learn. That's how sometimes in the morning when I wake up, I just go on YouTube and look for vocal practices and stuff like that. And if I want to practice my dance routines or wherever, I just go online. Literally, YouTube is your best friend. Even if you don't go to school, go to YouTube college. YouTube is a whole university.
I feel like we touched on the next questions a lot, so I want to like kind of just loop it all into one. So for people at home who want to become an independent artist, what would you recommend for them to do?
I would recommend that you just go for it, because that's how I started. Like, it's not something that there's no specific formula to it. It's just dive into it. Like, if you know that it's something that you really want to do, just go into it. Don't go into it thinking that you're going to make money, and that's the truth. You're going to make money in the first year, second. You're not gonna make money. Probably people don't make money in 10 years. Like, you need to really love doing what you're doing. You need to love doing music, because it can take a while. You're not going to blow up out of the blue. Just love what you're doing and just go for it. Just follow your heart. Follow your heart.
I feel like the next question you're gonna like. So the importance of a brand and having a brand. What makes it important? Like, why is it so important?
You know what? I asked the same damn question. Why is it so important to like have a brand and everything? Like, why can't you just go in your pajamas outside and just go perform your show and go back to bed? No, like, it's so important to find your own brand, and it doesn't have to be. Some people think that it's a specific thing, like you have to look this way or that way, but they don't realize that just being you is a brand. Yeah. And as long as you can sell that to the audience, you can be authentic, you can sell that wherever you are, you can sell that to the audience. There are always going to be people, you might, no matter how weird you might think you are, there are always going to be people out there who find that exactly, who find that appealing. Like, I find myself weird, but like, yeah, there are people who like me, so like, I try. And how would you say, or what's your advice for people who are in the midst of like establishing their brands? How can they make themselves unique or stand out? As I said, the only way you can make yourself unique or stand out is by being yourself and not copying everything. Like, obviously you can take inspirations for so many different artists and so many different people online, but try to always make whatever you take yourself and not just copying that and just running with that. Just be yourself, and there are going to be people who like you, for sure.
For sure. We've touched on this, but the importance of networking.
It's so important. Like, networking is something that I'm still struggling with sometimes, but it's so important. It's so important in the industry. Like, because as I said, you never know who knows who, and sometimes it's just by knowing someone that you can really get on certain platforms. Because there's so many people. Like, for example, I'll just give 2 examples and try and make sure this is clear enough. You have one artist that is an amazing artist, singer, whatever, performer and all that, and you have someone that is alright, but that person that's alright knows someone who knows a big producer, so that person will then go hype that one person that is alright to that producer, and that producer is more likely to work with that person because they know,
because of word of mouth,
exactly, than the one that is just saying, oh, I'm an amazing artist or whatever. So like, it's just really
the industry kind of works on recommendation, isn't it?
It does. It really does.
And what would your advice be to people who are struggling with networking? Because obviously everyone's different. Everyone can be shy. People are confident. How would you advise someone to go about networking?
Just go out and do it. Just go out and do it. As I said earlier, I struggle with networking sometimes as well, because I'm really not the talkative type. Don't think because I'm talking too much that I talk that much. I'm really not the talkative type. Exactly. Like, it takes me being comfortable with someone to be able to talk to them. But like, you should just constantly keep on going. Don't give up on it. Don't think because you're shy or everything that you shouldn't do it. You should just go out, do it. If it feels right, it feels right. If it works out, it works out. But just don't give up on it. That's the thing. Just keep on going. Try, constantly try, and you might click with someone, and
you never know, right? And the only way you're gonna know is if you just go and do it.
Exactly.
Go and do it.
Go and do it.
Go speak, girl.
Do it.
Go speak, boy. I feel like you've touched on this a lot, but in terms of like people who you surround yourself with. But what is for you the power and the importance of social circles and who you are surrounding yourself with?
It is so important. Like, it is so important. As I mentioned, my friends have been a very big inspiration, like motivation and encouragement. Sometimes you go into the studio and you're not feeling, you're recording and you don't like hearing your voice, because I really didn't like hearing my voice in the initial stages. It's really weird. So like, some singers don't like hearing back their voice, and I'm one of them. So like, and then having your friends around to just like hype you up, like, oh no, that take was really good. You'd be like, oh really? Okay. And then, like, all of those things, like, it really helps. And also having a supportive team around you as well. Just in general, just being around people who just motivate and encourage you is so important. That's why I say big up to Jimmy. Thank you guys so much. Mariam Sweetbar, Aaron Anderson, K that is, and everyone else like that I've not mentioned. Please don't take offense to that. But
it's hard when you're under pressure to think of names.
It is really.
I got her.
So, but like, these people have really inspired me, and really, like, I feel like without these people, I'm not even gonna lie, without these people there have been times that I felt like, what am I doing?
Giving up.
Exactly. And then like, just talking to, sometimes I'll just call, let's say I'll call Kay or I'll call Aaron, and I'll be like, oh, like, you know what, I'm feeling this type of way. They'll be like, shut up. Like, what's wrong? Like, like, what are you even talking about? Like, you just did the performance and killed it, so what are you talking about? Like, what? Like, because then like, they wake you up from whatever
from any self-doubt.
And that comes a lot when as an independent artist. So
what would one bit of advice be to the teenage you? If you could go back and you could tell her something, what would it be?
Stop being so insecure and afraid of doing things, and stop trying always to please people. Like, it's just like, I used to be someone that always wanted to please everyone, literally, and like, in that I kind of like displeased myself. So like, just love yourself
and live for yourself
and love yourself and love the people and appreciate the people around you, because it's really important.
Do you feel like if you're not there and you're not loving yourself and you're not really like championing yourself the way you should be, do you think that maybe people need to reflect on the people they're surrounding themselves with?
I think that's why it's good to have, like, surround yourself with people who are like motivating and encouraging and doing things as well, like people who are really moving, because if you're just surrounding yourself with people who are just on the same level as you, like you're not going to want to go higher, like you're not going to want to like improve. Because when I came to the UK, like all my friends were producing and all of that, and I was like, oh, I don't know how to do that, and like I had to like push myself to learn that and encourage myself to learn that and to get to, so there's so many, like, just surround yourself with people who are doing really good and just like-minded. Like-minded, and just like love what they're doing, so that you guys can just be motivating each other and encouraging each other.
I feel like you touched on the second question.
Oh?
It was one bit of advice for the people at home who want to be an independent artist.
Yeah, just surround yourself, like people, like when you're an artist, you really start appreciating friends, because there are not a lot of friends out there. Yeah,
that are pure and have no bad intentions.
Exactly. Like they're not in this industry. There's so many people who will smile in your face and pretend like they want to be there for you, but like in your back they're not as pure.
How do you deal with that?
It's really hard, because me being an emotional, I can be really emotional and everything, and relationships mean a lot to me. So when things like that happen, it really gets to me. But like as I'm growing in like being an artist and everything, I'm like kind of building I don't know how to really say it, but I'm kind of like building
a mental block.
Yeah, so that such things don't really hit me as hard as they used to. But like you can never really like stop feeling that way. Like you always feel it when certain people that you think that were close to you,
then their intentions are pure.
So like just appreciate your friends and your family and the people that are around you right now, because you're going to need them. There are going to be times where you just be alone in a hotel room and you just need someone to talk to.
Tell us what we can expect from you.
Hey.
Are you ready?
I don't think they are.
I don't think they are.
Anyways.
Her work drive is crazy.
So I just recently released one of my singles called New Bay. So I shot a video for that a while ago, and it's coming out very soon. Keep your eyes out for that video. And I've been recording songs, so I'm planning to release a lot of new content and just push it and perform more. So like on my social media platforms, you can find everything you need. I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Spotify, I'm on Shazam, I'm on everywhere. Turn around, you gonna see me.
So, give them your socials.
So my Instagram and Facebook is official Isat, official ISAT, Isat, not Isat. Isat, guys. They'll catch it one.
Shade.
No, because everyone's been calling me Isat. Like it's Isat, guys. Isat.
It's not hard.
And on YouTube, just Isat, ISAT. And on Spotify, everywhere, literally, just type in Isat and you just.
I'm going to leave it in the comment below. Yeah. So don't worry.
Check the comments below.
That is it.
Okay.
I would like to say thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
And being you and just being the brilliant you.
Thank you.
Make sure you hit subscribe. And make sure you hit her up on socials. Make sure you follow her. And that's it. A girl's out.